Welcome to a very special episode of Yo Gabra Gabra, one where I'm co-hosted by my wife since Alex couldn't be here.
Hi.
This is actually a spur of the moment type deal. We watched really pretty much for the first time, both of us watching the original Mothra movie.
Yes, it was actually pretty awesome.
And I threw down my notes. Like, I can remember these notes. I was like, I forgot everything. So it originally came out in 1961. It was the first movie, as I said before, with Mothra. It is basically a Japanese King Kong with a happier ending.
Yes, it was very sweet. It was one of those where the monster is actually sort of a good guy at the end, I guess. Maybe, I'm not sure. Even though, she still destroys half the town.
He just makes a beeline for the little fairies.
I know. But she's not trying to just, destroy anything. She just happens to destroy everything.
Okay, so a little context on this. My wife is deadly afraid of moths.
I hate them. I hate them so much. They're demons from hell.
And yet she loves Mothra. And
I like Mothra. She's not scary. I just don't like moths in general.
I'm kind of proud of that fact.
If you've ever seen Strange Brew, there's one of those first scenes where they talk about doing a prank with people and they release a jar full of moths into a movie theater. And I have to turn away from that scene because it freaks me out so much. It's scary. I don't like them.
It just flies right at your face.
Yes. And I won't go onto the front porch with moths either. But anyway, I like Mothra. She's pretty.
Because she can't climb into your ear in the middle of the night.
Or I hope not, anyway.
Yes, we have. Yeah, unlike the other Mothra movies where it starts out as the adult Mothra and the egg hatches and so on, this is just right. The little beauties in the dubbing are kidnapped by a corrupt.
I don't know.
I forgot the name of the country. It's made up.
Is it a country or is it a corporation? I wasn't really clear on that.
It's a country.
Oh, okay. Totally made up country.
Yeah, so they get captured by him. They get brought back to Tokyo. They get put on display. And like, oh, look, they sing and dance. But the whole time I'm thinking, yeah, they're also singing for Mothra to come and find them. And the egg hatches. And out comes the larva. And she makes a beeline for Tokyo.
They're put into this little gilded looking cage or carriage or something like that. And they sort of fly down on the stage like the Phantom of the Opera. But at the same time, I'm kind of wondering if the audiences can even see them. So
that's why the spotlight's out. They have to turn around and find them.
Because if I would be up there, I'd be like, there's just two Barbie dolls up there. What am I supposed to be looking at?
She gets to the Tokyo Tower, builds her cocoon.
Destroys the Tokyo Tower.
Yeah. The other country donates their atomic heat ray cannons.
Yeah. Japan is a real country, but this other country is not.
Yeah. There was somebody in the comments, maybe it's just that's actually a real country. Dang it!
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. The cocoon catches on fire, and everyone celebrates.
Oh, yeah, because they're like, yeah, we killed her. Yeah, she's dead.
It's still there.
No.
It hatches. Yeah, she hatches
Not
out.
even singed.
No, and the adult Mothra comes out and makes a beeline for the other country.
Yeah, she's like, screw all of y'all. I'm going for my fairies.
Yes. That's pretty much the movie. And Nelson is killed in a police shootout.
Excuse me, I have a cough, sorry. But yeah, Nelson, the guy, is like, back off, you see? And the world's worst gangster type, and he goes in and pulls out his gun on all these people, and everybody else is like, oh no! And the police come in, they're like, hey, put your gun down, guy. And he's surrounded by a mob of people, and instead of doing the intelligent thing and surrendering, he tries to shoot the cops and therefore gets himself shot.
It's like a gut. He shoots one of them in the gut.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, so there was an alternate ending. We're not sure how much they actually filmed, but he was originally supposed to kidnap that kid not just tie him up and leave him in the dressing room.
That is kidnapping anyway.
Yeah. And they were supposed to get onto a plane, fly off. The plane was supposed to crash.
You left out the part about like actually kidnapping a kid.
Oh, so they kidnap a kid, and instead of actually taking him,
a kid that's trying to rescue the fairies. In the middle of this, he actually takes the kid, ties him up, leaves him there hidden. They almost miss him.
Yeah, a guard walks in, he's like, "There's nobody here," and walks out. Like, you didn't even search the place. Shut up, cat.
Barty cat.
Yeah, but the plane was supposed to crash. Mothra was supposed to catch up with him, kill Nelson, take the fairies, and fly back off to Infant Island.
So I guess they wanted to do it more where he was killed by people who wanted him dead.
I don't know.
I don't know. He was sort of like every bad lawmaker or elected official, like the mayor in Jaws, that won't close the beaches.
You have to give up the fairies back to Mothra, or she's going to destroy the city. Nah.
No, sorry. And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make him do it." He's like, "Haha, you'll never take me."
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Just like, why do they make these characters so ridiculously one-dimensional?
The funny thing is, to me still, is that this plot was reused for the next Mothra movie, which is Mothra versus Godzilla, or in English, Godzilla versus The Thing. Oh. Not to be confused with the Fantastic Four character.
Not that thing.
No, but an egg washes ashore. A businessman takes the egg. He wants to hatch it, make a big show out of it. Godzilla shows up, but me and Alex will talk about that later.
Why do they call her the Thing?
Because America's stupid.
Well, that's true, but I mean, it's like...
I don't know, I guess they wanted to...
But it's like she's obviously a moth.
Well, at the time it's an egg.
Well, okay.
But I think...
Let's say Godzilla versus the egg. That'd be kind of dumb.
The egg monster.
The egg monster, that'd be excellent.
I was like, I really hope our kid isn't awake. Yeah, we're filming this currently at 9:45 on St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. We're drinking Guinness.
No, we're not. I'm not anymore.
Well, he already drank his. I'm drinking mine. So, happy St. Patrick's Day.
I think that's why she's pretty loud.
What?
But overall, what'd you think of the movie?
Oh, I liked it. It was enjoyable. I thought it had like good special effects at the time. I like the miniature. I always like miniatures. I think they're
Ishirō.
Yeah.
It's my hero.
Yep. They're really cool. They did some good effects with Mothra. Everything. Of course, it's always fun to watch like the very obvious glaring stuff that it's just like, those are Barbie dolls that they were holding
carrying
for the
actual dolls.
Yeah, they were legitimate dolls that they were carrying, not people, not like miniaturized.
I want to say that
tricks.
I want to say that the original props that they used in the movie or in the Mothra movies was on a display in Japan recently, and like sure enough, they just look like cloth Barbie dolls. Or little dolls there, and it works. Like, it's something for people to look at while they're on the set and holding on to it.
Those are always fun. I like the, and then there's the one where like the guys are in like the green screen on the tanks. It was like the tanks are there, but they're on a green screen. They're not actually in the tanks, I guess. Maybe to save on budget, or just.
I don't think they had.
They didn't have the tanks at the time or something?
I don't think they had green screens.
Or blue
screens. I think they just overlaid
something.
the film cells.
Maybe.
Together. This is 1961.
This is true. Well, they had something because, I mean, they had, they were able to do split screens and stuff like that at the time.
Yeah. The Mothra puppet, well, the larva, this thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many people were inside of the original one, but Haruo Nakajima, the original man who played Godzilla, was in the head, and I don't know how many people were in this, but they said it was operated like a Chinese dragon, and I thought that was really cool. Also, at the same time, that is insane. Because there's a picture of Iji Tsuburaya standing next to it, and he's about, like, even with it. But when they bring it back for Godzilla, Godzilla's, like, standing, towering over it. Like, it's a baby thing. But I just saw a picture recently. It's like, what if they used the actual dimensions of Mothra and the other Godzilla movies to what the original was? And it was basically like this. Like, this huge worm taking on, Godzilla, and he's not. I was like, it failed the last time too. We're getting better, and I figured out about Zoom. Oh, those eyes are so beautiful. They did such a great job.
Now, I do have to say that if the Mothra that is going to be in the new movie is anything like a real moth,
it will be. With giant wings. It's nightmare fuel.
It's nightmare fuel for me, and I may have to skip those scenes or look away or something.
It has like giant praying mantis legs too.
Oh God. Oh.
Your reactions are gonna make this worth it.
Yeah, I might have to. Anytime like on screen, if like somebody's sticking a needle in somebody's arm, I have to look away. It freaks me out, and this is something similar to that with an actual moth that's coming at you is going to freak me out.
The larva form actually looks like a real caterpillar. If going by
I'm fine with caterpillars. It's moss.
The little NECA figurine that comes with it, it looks like an actual little caterpillar, and like, this is awesome.
I think the thing I don't have about Mothra why she doesn't freak me out in her regular form is because she moves like a butterfly as opposed to a moth.
Is mostly butterfly,
yes, because butterflies move slowly, they flutter gently, whereas moths are erratic and like flitting all over and like come at your face and gonna go in your ears or something.
It's gonna fly into Godzilla's ears.
That's the way Mothra will defeat them. It's fly in your ears, peck out your eyes.
With the giant praying mantis legs.
Hey, that's a legit way to fight.
I should have wrote down his name. I've forgotten, but he Shizou, the actor. This was like his second movie with Toho, I believe, but it was also the first instead of his academic roles. And pretty much ever since this movie, he was a doctor or a scientist of some sort in all the other Godzilla movies.
Was he a different doctor?
Every time. Yeah, me and Alex talked about that, like I think in the Biolandy episode, where it's like you keep bringing back all these actors, but they always play different roles.
He just had a very large extended family, and they all looked like him.
Yeah,
They're
but
all
it
the same
was
universe.
It was nice that they brought him back for Tokyo SOS, which is in continuity with the original Mothra movie. And it's the one I showed you earlier. It's like, he looks familiar. Like, we just got finished watching this movie. Well, like, watching Mothra with him. He was like 30 years old. I think he was in his late 70s at this point. But.
Oh, talk about the racist name, too.
Oh. So there's the guy that played Nelson in the movie. His name is Jerry Ito.
Jerry Ito.
Jerry Ito. But in the American translation, in the credits, they called him Jelly Ito. And it's just like, did America just kind of assume the whole L and R thing?
Now, is this like true, or are we just speculating?
It's pure speculation, okay. But it's actually true. Like, if you look at the opening credits, it says
Jelly
Ito. And you can find him on Wikipedia. It's Jerry Ito. He was an American actor that was in a lot of Japanese movies. He looked like the villain from Skyfall. What's his name?
Javier Bardem.
Him. Who's amazing in No Country for Old Men. But I was like, that's his father. No, it's not. It is in my head. It is. But yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I lose sleep at night over this. But we're gonna wrap this up really quickly. Yeah. But yeah, Mothra, Toho's second most famous monster, and she even has her own trilogy in the 90s. And you were going to watch that steaming pile of crap. And it's not. The first one's okay. The second one's bad, and the third one's actually pretty good, pretty decent.
Oh.
But yeah, that's it for this little mini episode. A
half episode.
Our Shinobi Jin episode. But yeah, Mothra, and this is a little lead up to Ghidorah, the three-headed monster that me and Alex will review in 2 weeks. We're aiming for the 31st, and this was just kind of a spur of the moment, fill the void type of deal. We tried, but anyway, see y'all later.
See ya.